Okay, everyone, how are you doing? Bill here from In Sleekness and in Health with another video once again. So, let's get on with it. The title says, saw this in an advice subreddit today. It was quickly removed, thankfully. Thankfully. And the title of this post is Women Are All Flaky. Now, I would like, okay, this is thankful that we're removing fast a post of a guy probably warning other guys about women behavior that he doesn't really like, and which, as we will see, it is kind of a fact. I'm pretty sure that there wouldn't be the same, reaction if a woman would post something like, I don't know, all men want to take advantage of me, all men just want me for, a specific act, all men, they promise things to me and then they ghost me and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that there wouldn't be the same reception and the same reaction. And I'm saying that because I also read the comments below. Like, yeah, this guy totally receives all the flack. So anyway, since we're saying that women are all flaky, anyway, let's go and read what this guy posts here. So before I begin, it's a long one, but it's a cool one. I don't know. And okay, be it as it may, I kind of identify with it. I'm pretty sure that many guys will as well. But anyway, let's go and read it. Before I begin, I want to make it clear that by flaky, I mostly mean that they won't set a date, not exactly that they don't show up if we do set a date, which can actually happen sometimes as well. Anyway, I'm 25 male and it's extremely difficult. I don't understand because I get matched, and if 10% of these women weren't time wasters, then I'd have more options than I could handle. Yeah, I only swipe right on girls that I'm attracted to, so every match I get, I message. Most of them respond too. Yes, but not always, mind you. I've tried to be quick with making plans. I've tried to build rapport and chat for a while, but it's like all they want is attention. Yeah. If a girl isn't free on any given day, trying to find another day that she is free is like cutting off your hand and throwing it in the ocean and then trying to find it again days later. I know the whole if they're interested they will make time, but then you hear guys don't try to get to know us before asking us out. I've tried recently to get to know one and message her for weeks. So guys, before I move on with this, I want to clear things up here and say that there's like two kind of standards when it comes to women and when it comes to women reaction to men in general and more specifically as well sometimes. That is that if you are a good looking guy or all in all a guy that has sparked the interest of a girl, she will really find time for you. She will really, even make excuses if you just do something that isn't like objectively, let's say, too good for her. So like if you flake on her and you have sparked her interest, and I have to say the usual stuff, like usually if you're a chat or stuff like that, like these things spark women's interest. And apart from that, of course, you don't necessarily have to be a chat, you don't necessarily have to have a perfect body or something like that, but we do have to understand that these things play, their part. Okay, so it's a very different thing to just a woman, be like on a, I don't know, swiping spree over there on Tinder or something, and swipe you because you seem like a cute guy and all this and that. And it's a different thing when a woman will see you and say, oh my God, yeah, I want this guy and stuff like this. So again, we have to understand that there's always like two different standards. There's always two different or more at times, but there's two different dispositions, let's say, of women. And again, when you're not on the so good sides, they won't cut you slack and stuff like that. They will, Anyway, let's move on. So I tried recently. I tried recently to get to know one and message her for weeks. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't message girls for weeks. Okay? Again, the thing that the guy says here, if they're interested, they'll make time. This is actually true. This is actually true. But take a look at this. When you get to here, guys, don't try to get to know us before asking us out. When women say that, this is an excuse. And this is an excuse for all, the dates that they didn't go well, for all the guys that, just usually got out on a date with a woman and they escalated things too quickly and they ended up on bed and all that. And then obviously they ditched the girls because usually this is what men do with women that are very, let's say, easy. And it's a fact. It's not that I am saying that. This is a fact, unfortunately. So that's the thing here. If a girl like gets, let's say, pumped and dumped, as they say, okay, then she will have all these traumas, or she will have this will be an unpleasant experience for her. And then for all the other guys, she will be saying that, you know what, I don't date guys so easily. I don't go out in dates. I have to be, this and that, cautious and all this. But usually when it comes to women, and I say usually, okay, it's not 100%, but I say usually, when it comes to women, they really get to have their lesson. They really get to get their lessons learned, and then they will start, taking care so that they don't put themselves into a similar situation ever again. Even though if you are one of the chads and all that, they will get into situations like that much more easily. Believe me, guys, if you have a good body, if you can spark their interest, if you have a good physique in general, everything will be much easier for you. And this is a fact. Okay? Anyway, let's move on. It was annoying because I tried recently to get to know one and message her for weeks. Don't do that. Don't message for weeks. Okay? Because exactly when a woman is interested in you, you have to rush things. Okay? You like when you message a girl for weeks, nothing gets out of that. And for all the rest that I'm going to read on this article, when it comes to dating, and especially guys, bear this in mind, please, for now and for always. When we are talking about dates, and when we're talking about girls that are in dating apps, you have to hold as a fact, believe me, and I know this firsthand, that this girl, each and every girl of them, even the ugly ones, even the fat ones, even you have to have in mind that they will have a horde, they will have dozens of other guys messaging them at the same time, and dozens of other guys begging them practically to go out on dates. So have this in mind. Okay? Don't forget this, because this is extremely important, because this is at the end of the day what really, changes what indicates and what drives, the whole actions of and the whole disposition of every girl. So it is as it is. Okay? The whole attitude of a girl is like, imagine yourself, if you were a guy, okay, and just by the minute that you would get on a dating app, you would get 100 matches and 500 guys messaging you, asking you to go out. What would you think about you? How would you change? What would you say to people? What would you say to girls? Okay? Would you be like, okay, let's go out and stuff like that? Well, most probably you would, but you would see that you would run out of time. Okay, so that's the thing. Have this in mind. Because it is like this with each and every girl. Girls that you would call chubby, again, girls that you would call not extremely attractive, they as well they will have all of their followers. Okay, so this is as it is as it is. It is like that. Now, okay. So let's see about the girl that he was messaging there for 2 weeks. Again, as you can understand, she will not have so much time for you. And if you message her for 2 weeks and you don't take action, then you will never like this will fail. Anyway, so he was messaging there for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, sorry. It was annoying because the first message she sent me, this was Bumble, so women send the first message. She was calling me babe and handsome and everything. I asked when she was free, and she said Thursday. But then Thursday came and she was like, I can't, I'm with family, but let's FaceTime first. Okay, another good tactic would be to not ask so much. Don't ask her so much. Just suggest things. Obviously, you will not enforce things. We are talking about two human beings, independent human beings and stuff like that. Okay, but it's better to propose to do things. So like, so on Thursday, I'm free. Let's go out. Okay. If she wants, she will cut to the chase and she will come. If she doesn't want, she will make an excuse and stuff like that. But yeah, if you ask them instead of proposing things, you will most probably not facilitate things. Okay, this doesn't facilitate things. Since you're a guy, you have to take the initiative, especially at the beginning. Obviously, you wouldn't like to end up with a girl that never takes initiative for anything, never suggests anything, never like proposes you to do, like suggests you to do things and stuff like that. But obviously at the beginning, it's it's more than normal for these things to happen. And again, it has to do with the market. Okay, so again, if you have a girl like getting besieged by hundreds of guys, and it is like that, I assure you, you know that you understand, you understand that you have to take action. So anyway, let's move on. So I asked when she was free and she said Thursday, but then Thursday came and she was like, I can't, I'm with family, but let's FaceTime first. Okay, typical. I FaceTimed her. Okay, and we continued talking and she kept having things come up. Exactly. Some were legitimate and one thing was that your parents were strict. But, oh guy, oh dude, these are all excuses. I don't know. To me, at least, they sound like that. But after weeks, she tells me that she doesn't want me picking her up because she would have to explain to her mom how old was she, who she lives with, and she's kind of seeing someone else, and I already had to explain that. Yes, I obviously assume that any girl is seeing multiple guys in this day and age until I have reason to believe otherwise. But like, holy crap, these girls will convey high interest to hook you and then waste your time. And then I asked when she was free and she started complaining about how I'm impatient and that she doesn't have time to be seeing multiple guys until 3 weeks from now, as though I'm in the wrong for expecting effort in her hidden harem. Okay. I also had a girl who led me on for over half a year when I was a couple years younger, and this girl's behavior triggers feelings from back then. Yep. Yeah, at the point, like at the end, sorry, you will get to be the oppressive guy. Like, if you keep on like asking her, so when are you gonna be free? So when are we gonna see each other? So what are we gonna do? So you said that you would be free on Thursday and you weren't, and stuff like that. Like, if you keep on with this, you will be very pushy and maybe oppressive and manipulating and stuff like that, and you will be hearing like all of these adjectives, which, to be honest, could be justified at the end of the day, because the only thing that you can do and the only thing that you have to do is to say, like, if you go up to that point, is to say, okay, so I'm sorry we couldn't make this happen, have a nice day, take care, and that's all. And what you should do is to move the crap on, and you should move the crap on. You should be able to move the crap on easily, okay, because at the beginning, from the get-go, you should not invest so much. This is why you should not, chat with girls for 2 consecutive weeks or 3 consecutive weeks. Okay, you should not. Just like get things in perspective, get things done with a girl. Is she interested in you? Let's go. Okay, I'm free over there. Let's go grab a coffee. If you're not, if she's not interested, okay, bye bye. So at this point, the idea of a community relationship seems like the stupidest thing. Okay, I have been trying to just find a I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, FWB. I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know or something. But these girls are so flaky. Ah, friends with okay, yeah. Friends with benefits. Okay, I got it. I can be slow at times, or something. But these girls are so flaky. To do that, like you usually can get friends with benefits. Usually, if you can really offer them like good, intercourse, and usually this has to do with a specific style that you can adopt, and again a specific physique in general. Your physique has to be, especially when it goes like that, your physique has to be, attractive. So in any case, and this would actually be what I would always, urge you to do, is to take care of yourself. First and foremost, take care of yourself. And if you really take care of yourself, like let all hell break loose. Nothing else should be of that interest to you. Okay, as long as you take good care of yourself and you're good physically and psychologically. Okay, this is the most important thing, and this is what you will be always hearing from this channel. Anyway, so I try to compete to find a friend with benefits or something. With these girls are so flaky. I've tried every route: quick communication with intent and flirty banter, building rapport, messaging them the day of, trying to hang out, trying to make future plans. This crap is a lot of work. Clearly, they don't find me interesting enough, or they'd make it happen, but their communication methods are disgusting and I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get them to meet. I think that if I had a yacht and posted pictures hanging out with 20 people on the yacht, then they would meet. That is true. That is true. For the most part, yeah, that is true. Like, unfortunate as it may be, like, it is like this. Okay, and this is why if you're interested in getting hooked up through social media and more specifically dating apps, you should really, like invest on your profile and stuff like that, because this can make wonders. Okay, but then again, you always have to, like, as a guy, you really don't have to be the nice guy. This is from a subreddit which is called The Nice Guys as well. It has a shitload of food for thought, let's say, and videos. But anyway, yeah, you really have to stop being condescending. You really have to be, apologetic. You really have to stop, trying to communicate with girls all the way and stuff like that. Again, have in mind that every chick is getting besieged by dozens of guys. Okay, so you have to make the difference. And you have to make the difference and you will make the difference if you're far more chill than all the rest. Okay, if I go and start messaging a girl, let's say that a girl finds me attractive, let's say, and we match, okay, let's say, and we start talking. She matches me because she thinks that there's like some perspective, but at the end of the day, she's not that interested. She's not that invested. Okay, she's not like believe me, she will not be invested in you. She will just see like a good guy, like a hot guy, like a guy that she likes, and she will be like, okay, let's swipe right or something. Now, after that, she will forget you. She's not gonna get fixated in that. And we guys get fixated on stuff like that. If you see a hot girl, you're gonna swipe right, and you're gonna be like praying to God that she will swipe right as well, and you will start talking. Okay, so you will just from the get-go, you will pedestalize her AF. Okay, so from the moment that you do that, you lose the game. you lose the game, because everything that you're gonna be doing later on afterwards, like in case you talk to her, or in case you talk to any similar girl, because you're gonna have this strategy, this philosophy, like throughout all your dating life, everything that you may say to her will be from the loser's perspective. I mean, it's as if you are indebted. You have a debt towards her, okay? And she's doing you a favor. No girl should be doing you a favor to get out. Girls should have things to win if they get out with you. Okay? So, based on all that, I could understand how this guy flirts on the internet just by saying that we have been talking for 2 weeks. No, bro, for weeks, not even 2 weeks, like 3 weeks and like indefinite weeks, or I don't know what. Like, you just lose the game. How can you, come on. I mean, women are, emotional beings and all that. Obviously, they want to have their emotions sparked. We, like guys, are more optical, on the optical side, let's say. But still, you cannot talk like women want to be optically stimulated and stimulated on all the other perspectives, like from all the other perspectives as well. You cannot talk to them for weeks and them having like a dozen of other guys, like at least, besieging them and asking them to get out, like hot guys, like smart guys and everything like that, and being focused on you, having you, making small talk for like weeks. No, that doesn't work. So they will be flaky. But all in all, and I'm gonna say that having read all the comments above, below, the comments below just say that, okay, so one woman equals to 100% of women. So this guy has been flaked by one woman, and now he overgeneralizes and stuff like that, and poor guy and nice guy and all that. Now, no, this is a general tendency, okay, for girls to be flaky. And I, as Bill, like I have been flaked like many times, okay, but I just like let them go. I didn't like try and ask them, so what's going on and stuff like that and this and that, and I learned my lesson. Like after a little bit of time, I learned my lesson and all good. Okay, so that's the end of it. I mean, you can't just like stay there like on one discussion and stuff like that and like just, I don't know, exhausted. Okay, you just like, don't do that. Don't do that. And this is why you shouldn't spend too much time. First of all, you shouldn't invest that much. You should never invest to a woman before doing some certain things, and again, letting time pass as well afterwards. You just like don't do that. So you have to have some specific prerequisites before you invest. You cannot, with every hot chick that like just responds to you, you cannot like invest. Just don't do that. So have this in mind. So if you do it like this, okay, women will always be flaky. We're not going to just like delve in, women's psychology like all the time and say why they're flaky and stuff like that. Are they flaky? Okay, let them be. Let them be, and you go and, talk to other girls. There's this spinning plates strategy, which implies, we're going to discuss about this a lot as well on the videos to come. It implies that a man has to talk and date with several women at the same time. And to be honest, I don't find this bad, and I'm going to explain to you in later videos why it is like that. But if you can think a little bit, and if you have watched the video up to now, I'm pretty sure that you will have, put things into perspective yourself and understand why this is the case. But anyway, guys, it is as it is. Women are flaky. If they're flaky, let them be flaky. This doesn't have to do anything with us. You focus on yourself, and you have to treat women and every other person in the world in a specific way, so that you don't damage yourself, others, obviously, and your psychology as well. Okay? You're a man, you're a rock, and you have to endure. Okay, so Bill out. Thank you guys for coming up to this point of the video. See you on the next one. Please share the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. I hope that I helped you with all this. Take care.